Hello once again, welcome back to the 2022 Frostbite Open in Opelika, Alabama. We've got part 2 of round 1 feature card. A big thank you to the Opelika Auburn Disc Golf Community, Auburn Opelika Tourism, and the Opelika Parks and Rec. And as always, our Patreon supporters. Conrad, we had quite a battle. Got a logjam at 6 down after the front half of this course. What are we looking at here?
So the back half, we're going to start out in the woods, a little shaded from the wind, and then we're going to work our way out to the field to finish these holes. We do have 21 holes on this layout. And on our card, we have Ezra Robertson, who is 6 down through the front 11. We also have Michael Gibney, who is 3 down through the front 11. I don't know. We have Matt Dollar, also 3 down through the front 11. And Jared Henderson, still a little confused about who's number 1. Oh, he said basketball. Okay, he's 6 down through the front 11.
Yeah, and he is one of those tight at the top. We start off on a very tight technical holes. We look here on our Deep 9 drone coverage of hole 12, a par 3, 250 feet. Allegedly, a backhand turnover can work on this line. A forehand is pretty much what you're going to see on this though through this tunnel here, and you just want something finishing towards the basket, which is slightly on this mound here. This is, I don't think the camera or the drone do justice to just how tight this hole really is.
Hey, I did the best I could.
I know.
It's just coming in at the right angle and the right speed to get into that gap that you can't see from the tee.
Yes.
That looks a little better.
Wanting it to push.
Bam.
Beautiful. And
that's rare to get deep on this one.
Yeah. And you see the disc never came off hyzer, and that's really what you need here is you need to push something that's going to move forward but continue on hyzer.
Good stop. We always say good stop, even if it's a bad one.
And this is a flippy F7, like 120 gram F7.
Oh, look at that thing turn over.
And he's almost pin high somehow.
And we'll see, it looks like he has an open look at the basket, which is just, no one plans to be over there.
Yeah.
Gibney. That looks like it's going to make it through the gap, and it does.
That's incredible. Like I said, it's rare to see more than one person kind of pure that gap. Yeah. Good approach there by Jared. So you see a bug crawling across the screen.
I never saw that.
Ezra does not want to birdie this hole, as he says there. But he's given himself a look.
Look at this, wide open. Look at this.
Get it?
Oh, just over the top a little bit.
Now he's hanging on my bogey. He's got a long comebacker too.
Ooh.
Just holding on to that disc there at the end. The nub's bringing it back in for the par. Dollar, after going long on his drive.
Oh,
man. That's a rough one. Walking away with the par after that drive. Jared cleaning up his par. And Gibney with pretty much a drop-in birdie here.
Yeah.
I guess if I would have hit like a foot shorter.
And hole 12 played under par? Is that what I'm seeing?
It is saying that it played slightly under par.
I am surprised.
2.93.
I mean, it is a short hole, but that's still a little surprising.
Hole 13 is a par 3 coming in at 245 feet. This hole is a little deceiving off the tee. It is slightly uphill, and you have these trees that are on the left that can be a little gathering point if you don't have your disc on the right angle. This drone footage is from last year, so that log that we see laying in the fairway is no longer there, no longer in play, and easy for you to get up here to the fairway, to the green, to tap in for a bird. Let's see if we can do this on this short par 3.
Oh get lucky.
That is just past the collection of trees, but still we're discs that are thrown 2 straight goes.
Yeah, this little stretch back here to kind of start the back 9 is a couple of tight technical holes, and then you've got another short one coming uphill. But this is a stretch where you can easily make up ground or you can lose ground because of how these holes play out.
And that was a favorable kick for Jared there.
A little wide, but stops short. He should have a look there for
Still
the birdie.
inside the circle.
Oh,
He doesn't like it out of his hand.
and he's over by Gibney, and I think they threw the exact same disc, color, stamp, and everything. You'll see.
Double check like 3 times. This is my disc.
As you can see Gibney there, making sure he's at his disc.
Oh no, short.
Didn't quite swing over the way he thought he was going to. Is he going inside of this tree? Inside
yeah.
of both. Okay. Oh.
Oh, in between both. Yeah, that was
Inches.
Dollar to gain another stroke here.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff.
You can see there on the score box, Dollar playing very solid on this stretch. And Jared to jump back in front by a stick ahead of Ezra.
And keeping pace in the scorebox with Dollar there, shot for shot for those 4 holes.
Yeah, you could see the rage in Ezra there as he kicked that pine cone violently, walking.
I want to stay for like 4 years now. Whenever the game is like
And drops it in there for his par.
Bag 1 par.
So Jared moving ahead by a stroke ahead of Ezra. Gibney and Dollar now at 4 down each. We come up to hole 14, a par 3 at 240 feet. This shot is uphill through this gap here, and then it needs to turn right. Forehand is a play, but you'll see a lot more turnover backhands just because at the end of this flight you want something to kind of fight back to flat because of the slope of the green here. You've also got pine straw on the right, so if you go turned over too much, you can end up sliding back towards hole 8.
And you also have to be mindful that you're playing from a slightly guarded area into the wide open, so the wind may be swirling out there and you may not be able to really tell.
It's pushed a little wide and a little far for Jared, so he'll have quite the look. Oh, that's
a little inside.
Is it
It's a
stable?
little tree love though. I think it got pushed out just a little bit by those pines and puts him at circle's edge.
Look like the same disc he threw on hole 1.
Gibney. Yeah, it didn't look like it had enough turnover on it.
He's right by Jared, so they'll have a putt off. Ezra going M4. And he's blasted it.
Whoa, whoa. I think he saw the wrong basket. I think he was going for that one over there.
Well, we mentioned in the front, the first video, the front half, he was playing this course blind. So you didn't know that for him it's really a putter shot coming out of that gap.
Yeah.
Okay. A bunch of long looks here.
Ooh, had the right height,
Almost.
just over to the right just a bit.
Slight headwind here for Dollar, and this is uphill as well.
Oh,
good
nice putt.
But Dollar sneaking in on that right side. Perfect height the entire way.
Yep.
Dropping.
Oof. They had the lines.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa.
Now there's some rage.
Yeah.
See that pine cone, it was building up.
That putter will never do that again, laying on the ground.
He probably just saw a spider. Oh, Gibney.
It was epic. Did you watch the coverage? Yeah. It was epic, dude.
dead center there for Jared.
We talked about the baskets, and the baskets from the 3 holes that they just came off, they have a different kind of cage on the bottom. I don't know if that actually plays into your psyche as you're coming up here, and these baskets look just slightly different, maybe a little bit more forgiving or a little bit more gracious and grabbing, but
Jared putting another stroke between himself and Ezra.
Practicing smiling with my eyes there. All right, back into another Deep 9 drone preview here. Hole 15 is a par 3 205. A really tricky shot off the tee because you have 2 somewhat blinds.
Neither one exists, actually.
They both are there. You just want to come down, typically on a forehand. There is a straight shot too. A straight shot is very touchy though, because any early kick is going to lead you to a par or bogey. Really getting the bird on this, I want to say, is
kicks right.
Not as easy as it should be. Unless you do this. This will give him a look at the bird.
Oh, yeah. He's 15 feet.
Yep. Gibney going with a straight look. Throwing it down into the straw for it to slide up.
What a shot. Yes. You don't see many backhands at it as Ezra is lining one up.
You don't see many backhands get through.
Remember that comment I said about Isaac and...
So right before he threw that, they talked about how Ezra's brother Isaac gets all the lucky kicks and misses lines, and somehow it still works out perfectly. And Ezra just pures lines because he's great. And that time, he absolutely missed the line.
Oh man! He wanted to capitalize on that too.
Yeah, couldn't quite get it there. And another stroke picked up by Jared on Ezra there. Dollar with a par after fighting his way out from where he was.
Gibney with a bird.
So it's like 2 birdies, 2 pars. And hole 15 did still play under par, coming in at 2.83, so just slightly under that par 3 number. Speaking of 3, it is now a 3-stroke difference between Jared, Matt, and Ezra. Bringing us into hole 16, a par 3 coming in at 345 feet. This is a pretty generous tunnel shot that needs to finish on the right-hand side. You'll see just really some straight shots going at this position to give yourself a 20-25 footer. If you have the forehand to get there, that's also the play, but most people are just kind of content to be 20-25 out, pin high, to give this a look for the birdie.
Another thing about this hole, it is slightly uphill. It's hard to tell from the drone footage. And when you're on the tee, wow.
Kick. Puts him back in the middle.
Yeah. And when you're on the tee, it's really hard to, not to detect, but it's just hard to really compensate for.
Come on.
Wants it to turn, but it just would not turn. It just stayed straight, kicking over to the left.
You're trying to get all of that left-hand side to let your disc slowly sweep right.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see what Gibney was going for there. This is a baseline volt from Dollar.
A volt?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And that is so good.
Yeah. It would have been even closer if it wasn't for that root that it hit.
Yeah. That looks low.
Yep, that is low. Again, just deceptively uphill.
Yeah. Kind of would have expected Ezra there to kind of capitalize, seeing Jared kind of go off early left, but just not able to give it the height to get there.
Jared looks like he's actually giving it a bid.
Oh!
And that was chain high, just to the right. I don't know if Gibney has a line to actually give it a bid.
Man, he lays out again. He's like a stunt double for himself.
He's a stunt double for Kevin Jones. They say if Kevin Jones can...
Bring in Gibney. Oh, goodness. Just off the left side. Yes, sir. $1 with a 2.
And Dollar getting one of the only 3 2s on that hole for the day.
Nice $2 bill. I've never even thought of that. And I've said it a handful of times.
Jared collecting himself here. Dead center.
I think you had that one beat.
Putt looks good. He's very, very centered. All of his putts are right there. They're committed. As was that one there for Gibney.
So we'll see Ez tap in to get his par as well. And typically what you're going to see on this hole is a lot of pars.
Yeah. We're at average 2.93, so pretty much average par.
Hole 17 is a par 3 playing at 320 feet. Again, a very technical line that you want to throw here. You want to stay away from the trees that are on the right. If you end up on the right, you're looking at bogey at best from out of there. Also want to stay away from the trees on the left. You have to go a ways down to find OB, but there is OB on the left down there as well. This is a new pin position for this year. Normally it's over to the right a little bit more, but this has a little bit more guarded of a green.
I tried to find that OB on the left that you were talking about when we played this event, the Sunday defrost. Dollar throwing that same volt that he threw on the previous hole, but this is a little higher.
Oh, it catches a limb that stops it from going all the way.
Yep.
But it had a nice line on it. And I promise you, from where he was, he did not see the limbs that it hit.
Turn.
Oh my goodness.
That's...
Oh,
okay.
Gentle. Wow.
All right.
Jared thought he blew by it by like 70 or 100 feet out of his hand. That's why he was saying, oh my goodness.
Well, that limb helped slow him down a little bit,
yeah.
and then just nestled him into the catcher's mitt.
Shot coming in on the right from the previous hole.
Gibney has a nice line on that. It's going to stable out and flatten.
Beautiful
It does
shot.
just enough. See what Ez has here. Oh,
Boy.
wow.
And that keeps going.
How did it get so far in there? That's not... That...
You wouldn't think it's possible.
Exactly.
And that's still... It tried to roll her out, hit one of the late trees, and
Yeah.
it's still inside. He's got that D2 Pro in his hand, just trying to kind of find something where he can get edge coming out.
Oh,
Like that.
wow.
And, yep, inside
Well
of 20.
played.
So limiting the damage there. Hopefully he's just going to walk away with a bogey.
You, my sir, chose wisely.
Yes. Dollar giving it a bid.
The tree. It's always the tree right before the basket that gets dollar. Put a tree there.
Gibney for birdie.
Yes. A little high, but it stuck.
A little high out of my hand.
And hole 17 actually averaged over par at 3.28. That's a little surprising.
And again, getting in trouble on the right or the left.
That's true. You saw kind of ate up Ezra there when he got in that right side.
Mm-hmm.
Dollar with the par. Ezra losing ground here.
Yeah, we're taking another bogey.
He's now at 4 down. Dollar maintaining there at 6 under. But Jared playing a very clean and solid back half of this course. Make sure to check out patreon.com/AceRunPro. Become an Ace Runner today and get all those extra added benefits. We do monthly and quarterly giveaways. Heading into hole 18, this is a par 3, 312 feet, 2 different fairways or tunnels that you can take. The drone is taking the left-hand side, and this year the pin is back up on the hill, which can make for some treacherous putting. But you're going to see some turnovers, maybe forehands, but most likely you're going to see some turnovers or straight shots up the right-hand side that finish towards that basket.
Jared.
Oh.
Jared.
Well,
doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it, but he covered a lot of ground through those trees. He entered the tree line 200 feet from where the disc stopped.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
baby.
a good turnover. Is it?
Nestle.
Ooh.
That's still not bad.
Not
as long as it
bad.
has a line.
But it got kicked further into the woods, so it's going to make it a little bit more obstructed than if he would have been able to stay out.
Dollar taking the pro gap right side.
Is it
Look
going to
at
end
this
up?
shot.
Is it?
Sit down.
Wow. Even just to land on top of the hill and then just roll down to the side, it's just that's a high level shot.
Very much so. Nice job there by the team captain. Late tree there for Ezra.
Yeah.
So he continues struggling a bit here. We're not kind of used to seeing Ezra struggle. Beautiful touch approach though.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine. Jared is familiar with this hole, and therefore he lays up.
That's... I don't think he meant to lay it up that short. We'll see.
I mean, he's at the bottom of the hill. It's not that far.
It's an uphill 25-footer. And that can happen.
I like to ask this Jamie Mosier one time. I didn't have.
See, the wind has picked up a little bit while Gibney's in the tree line.
Is he going to dive? Are we going to see a diving putt here?
I see vines in front of him, so I hope not.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Does a smart thing. Lays it up. Nice putt there from Ezra, salvaging the par after that early tree hit off the tee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jared.
Follow Ace Run Pro on Instagram.
You telling Jared to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
At Ace Run Pro.
Jared say that was the worst layup ever.
Whatever, it worked. That means it was the best layup ever. As long as it worked.
So hole 18 also averaging over par 3.21. We've seen a tough stretch of the course here.
Mm-hmm. As we get out to the extra holes here, hole 19 is a par 4 coming in at 365 feet. They've moved the tee box back about 100 or so feet from where it was last year. You see the flagpole in the distance is giving you an indicator of where the basket is. Very wide open hole. There is OB on the left of the cart path that's off, that you're actually throwing off of. Really just a two-shot birdie is what everyone's looking for here. You get out into the fairway, then approach. As you approach the green, it does slope away slightly, but we'll see how they handle that.
That is
Jared turns that over a lot.
Yeah.
Really not detrimental because he just has a different angle to come in. It's still all in bounds.
You're also dealing with the fact that now you're out in the wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So any type of wind here just gets amplified because this is in a field, and this is beautifully thrown by Michael Gibney.
Like slightly overstable.
But yeah, you've been in the woods now for the past 2 hours, and all of a sudden it's wide open. Look at this flippy
Wow, that was a late turn.
Wow. And pushing.
Goodness. Yeah.
Crush from Matt Dollar there to the middle.
Whoa.
And
He was ready to throw.
as we're ripping into one here.
Oh.
And there is OB on that cart path.
Oh.
Let's go.
And he just stays safe.
Yeah, you can see he doesn't have quite a good look at where the basket is. He's going to have to use the pole as an indicator. And
Going wide right, settling back.
that is a very common landing area for incoming shots.
Yeah, anything past like 20 feet, you're in that stuff.
Yeah.
Gibney with a soft, straight approach.
Nice sliding up. That's a perfect shot. We should be able to see Jared do the same thing from where he is. Dollar's up first, throwing a hyzer, trying to get that landing angle in so you're not going straight into the woods, that you're kind of curling towards the basket. And Jared, like I said, different angle, but the same shot coming in. So even though he turned over.
Ooh, that was a bit of a bad reaction at the end there.
It was.
It looked like it was going to curl up to 10 feet. Oh, good putt.
Do you hear that
the
wind?
wind pick up. Yep. Just as he was getting ready to the putt.
And he just, with confidence, let it go.
And you can see the trees there behind Dollar and the wind moving right to left for his putt. And not an issue.
Not at all. Both of them just put that in with confidence.
Oh, man. To be that good at putting in the wind. To be that good at putting in general. To be good at disc golf in general. Must be nice.
That's why we do what we do.
Another birdie.
Another one. Is this going to be it? Is this? He's testing
like
the
it's
wind.
calmed down a
He's
bit.
testing the wind. And bam, we have it. Another star frame, folks.
Well done, gentlemen.
Another star frame.
Hole 19 paying almost, what, a half a stroke close to under par?
3.55 for a par 4, so kind of expected to see that. Like I said, a very forgiving hole for the first and second shot.
Big thank you to Deep 9 Design. Their link will be in the description below. Head on over, use the code ACERUN to get 10% off your purchase of a Max 1 disc golf bag. Truly awesome product. Big thank you for the support to Deep 9 Design. Hole 20, a difficult par 3 at 400 feet. The truck is not normally in the way. OB on your left, OB on your right, OB long. Really, I'm playing this for a 3. These guys are pros though, so I'm assuming they're not playing it for a 3.
It really depends on what the wind is doing, on how aggressive you want to go.
If that flex is, oh, stop doing that.
He was going aggressive. He was going aggressive and
Out of bounds on the backside.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't even realize he went OB. You can't see that part from there, and the fact that he went through the trees and went OB is still just. This right here is just a safe shot on the hill.
Yep, good play.
Playing for the par.
Is Dollar going roller here?
He is. Ooh.
It is OB the entire way. It needs to
it
curl
is.
on over.
It's coming up the hill.
Jumping
Okay.
up. Oh, that little jump. That little jump. Okay.
Oh,
No.
wow. Just a roller coaster of emotions there. Just a little bit of everything. Oh, wow.
That needs to hold.
That is.
Now it needs to dig.
Oh.
Now it needs to hit Conrad.
Yep. It didn't technically hit me. It hit the tripod. I mean the monopod. But
I mean, if it hadn't hit you, it would have come back in bounds. We all saw.
yeah, it would have. Oh no, he doesn't like it, and it checks up.
He's fine. He thought he went OB. Dollar did at least curl back and bounce, so he gets to take it from right there. I thought he had it. Thought we were going to have another doggone good disc golf run back.
Ooh.
Just
All right.
shy.
That's a good curl up, though.
Ezra for the par.
For the par.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Saving the par there. An unfortunate bogey putt coming up here for Jared. So he'll come back down to the field a bit after that.
I don't know how. You got the bottom of that.
I don't know how I went out of bounds. Well, he'll definitely be watching the coverage.
And a bogey there for Matt as well.
So not a single birdie on this hole for the day. Ez tried to ring up the ace, but ended up ringing up the par and me instead. Playing at a 3.45 for a par 3. Hole 21 is coming in as a par 4. This is a new modified layout here. We see the Mando that you have to go to the left of there. You want to get to this opening before you launch it with control down to the green. Now this line of blue flags you see here is not OB. This will not be in play. That is actually just marking utilities. This is a slightly elevated basket and it is out here in the field, so there is wind that is always going to be in play. Off the tee box, you have two shots here. You can go the traditional route, which is, well, not quite that, but he made the Mando. You can go with the Sky Heiser, making the Mando and going over the trees and trying to land out in the field. Like this.
He just needs to make sure he's past that
Yeah.
path, which he is.
Mm-hmm. Good. And we're going with the traditional shot from there.
That needs to settle.
That's fine.
Okay.
And from there, you're looking at about a 300 foot shot to the pin.
Yeah, it's almost exactly 300 feet. That's
Yeah.
about where I landed, and I range finded it to 300.
Thought it was going to be just a little bit further than 300 from there.
Sorry, y'all.
So Gibney here is trying to find
That way.
some kind of line here. But you could see
So,
he is one with the trees.
Sounds like he can't see the basket.
No.
He's saying it's that way.
He stepped out to see. He's like, all right, it's over there.
Oh, yeah, he can't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flings it out to his left, working back to the right.
Hey, yeah, you'll take that.
And he should be able to salvage the... Is this par 3?
I know it's a par 4.
It's par 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be able to salvage the par there. Dollar going wide right, trying to
Trying to play it off the hill.
And he does. It filters it back over.
Yeah. Still leaving him with about a 25-foot putt.
Jared electing for the forehand, looking to spike it in. Oh, baby,
yeah.
what a shot.
Great distance control there. Yeah, it's playing it down the side of the hill, too, and just doesn't get any skip. It just
got
kind of...
gobbled up by the grass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not loving it.
Is Gibney giving it a run?
Ooh.
I think in his mind he was.
Yeah,
It had the line for a run, but not the gas. Oh, wow.
Ezra
Yeah.
low out of the hand the entire way.
Mm-hmm. This basket is slightly elevated.
Dollar trying to get the birdie here. Oh. Yeah. So somewhere in between Ezra and Dollar's putt.
Yeah.
So walk away with the par. Finishing his round at 5 under. Jared with another birdie, getting him back up to 10 under par after this first round. Dollar parring out to a 6 under. And Gibney 6 under as well.
So we see Jared at the top of the leaderboard with 10 under. We have 2 new players that'll be on our card for the final round at 7 under each, and Gibney will also be making an appearance again. Thank you for tuning in for the back half of round 1. Want to make sure we thank our sponsors, Deep 9 Design, and also Doggone Good Disc Golf. Want to thank our Patreons for patronizing us. Nope, they're ace runners. Make sure you check it out. A little bit goes a long way with helping us stay on the road and bring you great coverage like this. And from all of us here at Ace Run Productions, let's run it.